chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. That's reeled in. It's McCulley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for...
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moore. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Looking downfield on first down. Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it! Made a defender miss. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on. But making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
Got a little space. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Morgan. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's McCulley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both of you.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The quarterback had plenty of time to throw there, but nowhere to go with the football, and eventually he was shown where to go, to the ground.
And those are great for me as a defensive lineman. I love those sacks. I mean, those are so fun because it doesn't matter if I get there in 1 second or 5 like it took right here. The defensive backfield did their job, made the QB hold on to the football, and the defensive line just kept pursuing, and then the defense finally got a sack.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. Got room on the return. The 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Moore will throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCulley. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the Heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He hurls one deep down the left side. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Haynes. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Wolverines are on the move. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's caught. It's Marsh. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now on second down. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolverines! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now on first down from the 30. Moore to the air. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Steps away. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
There he goes. That's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Haynes. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Underwood. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that call.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Let's it fly. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Under fire.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Trying to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. See some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Stewart. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Stewart. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Moore will throw. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick completion on the out route. Powers through. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes him play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they...
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oregon!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
When you run the option, risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Benson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and dip.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Looking for room, it's Whittington. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the inside kick. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation. Just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moore to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, it's McCulley. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulder. Pulls it in down the middle. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. Running wide open down the gut of the field. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
1st down, nothing. 2nd down, sack. We're going the wrong way, but still got an opportunity here on 3rd down to try to make something happen. Remember, you can't turn the football over, and nowadays you're even going to use 4th down a lot of times to call another play, but got to find something here that you know can work.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes a grab. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Moore will throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Whittington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this 1st down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here's the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Smashes it between the uprights. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
From their own 25-yard line. Lost to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Benson. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been
turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter. And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? And we want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Whittington.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting it to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Moore to the air. Flips it out to the back. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll try to take it back. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You